A very good afternoon once again. Thank you so much for keeping it to UBC TV, and welcome back from that break. You're still watching our lunchtime news. As you know, as usual, we normally end with a brief discussion about something pertinent. Now, all of us that work in the formal sector, we've heard of something to do with industrial training, internship or something like that. The teachers call it school practice, but something that brief training you take before you get graduated or even have employment formally. We have a directorate in the ministry that handles that. It's called the Directorate of Industrial Training. Does this need a whole directorate in the ministry? If it's there, what does it do? I have the acting director of the Directorate of Industrial Training in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Byakatonda Patrick, is here with us. Sir, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. How do you look at industrial training as a ministry to an extent that you have a whole directorate for it?
Now, industrial training, what we do is different. There is industrial training in the school, those who are studying, they are placed. That one is handled by the Department of BTVET.
Yes.
For us, our major role, we guide training in the industry.
What is that?
In company training. We develop what they call assessment and training packages, and then we go ahead.
Let us understand the other one. Training in the industry. What is that training?
In company training.
What is that?
You can have, like, we say, there are workers who run in the company, in the industry itself. For
example, here at UBC, if we have people that still need training,
definitely, in
broadcast business, those are the people, that is what you handle.
Definitely, because those people, they come when they don't have skills, they acquire skills on the
job training.
On job training. However, that on job should be regulated. That's why we design what you could call like a curriculum, what we call an assessment and training package.
Let us still look at that. Are there companies that take people that are not trained, so they come and get training from the job?
Even there are companies.
Because my expectation would be, or anyone's expectation would be, that somebody comes but they get refresher courses and additional courses on top of what they know or what they have. But when you talk of people that, do you mean there are companies that take people that are absolutely raw?
There are different workers in the company. There are raw cadre staff, middle managers, and the rest. So they take a variety. They either take those who don't have skills and they acquire skills as they work, or they take some people from the training institutions. Now, even those ones from the institutions, we are the ones who regulate them and certify them and give them levels of competency before they enter the world of work, such that we guide the industry or the world of work, the kind of person they are receiving.
Okay, so what kind of guidelines do you put across or lay for those colleagues of ours that are still under instruction from school?
The ones who are under instruction from school, still we develop what we call an assessment and training package. Then we use that package to test the skill. And then we guide the industry that this person is either level 1 or level 2 or level 3. If he's level 1, that means he can work under supervision. Level 2, he can work on his own. Level 3, he can even become a supervisor.
Okay. Does that really exist in Uganda? Because how many people know about it, really?
Yeah, it exists, but it was not known. That's why we are making it people to know it. Because this directorate it started legally it started in 1972 under the Amini's Decree number 2. However, it had started even earlier. Even by now, by 2003, it was established by the Industrial Training Act, but now it is under BTVET Act of 2008.
So how much has it helped companies and employees and all of us as a country? What contribution do we look at?
Okay, for the companies, it guides you on the manpower which you are going to employ by showing you the levels of competency, as I have said. And you remember, if you have competent manpower, then it can increase your revenue and your work methods.
Yes.
Then for the individuals, they are certified and classified. And their certificates of competences, one, it assists them, they have a qualification, but two, even if they move away from one company to another, they can easily show their level of what? Of competence. And even if they go abroad, they have their certificate which shows levels of competences.
When you look at the dynamics to do with our employment environment today, how easy is it for you to penetrate the circles of companies that are employing people and things like that, with the policies and the instructions and how you have to ensure things to be done? How easy is it for you with this kind of a system to ensure order in our environment of employment today?
Okay, the system, our packages are updated to suit the changes in the system. However, they have also elements of entrepreneurship, such that even if you are not employed, you can also start a job and employ others.
How easy is it for you to work with institutions? For example, the education institutions, our universities, our tertiary institutions at diploma levels and all that.
Okay, for institutions, we accredit them as assessment centers. Now, when you are an assessment center with DIT, then you can, we give you our training packages, you train within those limits, and then we come and assess the trainees. So our assessment is, it targets all category of people, whether you have gone to school or you have not gone to school.
I'm looking at now at the assessment. They are journalists like me, they are doctors, they are engineers, there are very many people, various fields. Who designs these assessments and how are they carried on?
The assessments are designed by the Directorate of Industrial Training in collaboration with the industry, the world of work, the private sector. So they put in input because they are the consumers of the what? Of the product, and they know what is required. However, some of there is also multi-skilling. I can be a doctor when I want journalism also.
Yes.
Then I come and I do that practical body of journalism, and then I am assessed and certified. In addition to my what? Bachelor's degree in medicine. So
do people sit for exams at the end of the day, or there is just a monitoring kind of system where you're best to award marks at the end of it all? They
don't sit for an exam as such, but they undergo an assessment. An assessment is putting you on a weighing scale. They watch the procedure. If they say remove the engine, if an assessment is removing the engine, you have practically to remove the what? The engine, and then put it back. Because there is no cheating. You either know or you don't know.
Really?
If it is hairdressing, you have to do it on the head. And then once you perform it perfectly, then you are what? You have passed, and then you are given a certificate.
And those areas that really give a lot of room for malpractices?
They don't give any room for malpractice because it is like a driving. Can you cheat how to drive? Even if you have a co-driver, they just put you, now drive. So you either know or you don't know.
Okay. So what kind of results are you proud of ever since this directorate was put in place with the backing of the law and you are at work?
The results, one, we are proud of that major, the main companies in Uganda, they get assessment with DIT. We have National Water and Sewage Corporation. We conduct assessment for them, for their workers. There are those ones who even get workers' pass. What we call workers' pass is for somebody who, it is workers' practical acquired skills. For somebody who has acquired skills on the job, we give them that package. Then we have Electricity Regulatory Authority. However, so many, because the Ugandans, the ones who were going into the industry, they had to first undergo that industrial assessment.
Just to take you a little back, Do I graduate from university? Can I come back for that kind of a training or an assessment or check by you people, the Director of Industrial Training, even when I'm a graduate in that very field? Does it still remain a training or a refresher kind of course?
Okay, it is like, for instance, LDC. Because even if you have finished from the university, before you go for the industry, they demand that certificate of competency.
Yes.
Are you competent? I can give you an example. We assessed graduates of Kira Motors who were going to work in Kira Motors. Before going abroad, they were asked, these are people who had finished a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and master's in mechanical. However, the levels of competencies were required. So we assessed them and we established their levels of what? Of competence.
Okay.
Because you can have a degree or a diploma when you are not hands-on.
Thank you. Now, why I brought you back, I wanted to ask you this. So many employers say we employ people who cannot even do what? It has actually become a rhetoric so commonly said. Our graduates are graduates who cannot do anything. They don't know. What would be your view on that? Do we really have graduates that know nothing? What are your findings in that area? How would you rate our graduates?
Okay, what I can say, our graduates are good. Because some of them, even if they go outside, they can be recognized. However, some employers just employ anyhow. They don't ask their levels of recognition.
Okay.
Somebody can come when he's level 1, and then you make him a supervisor. Of course, he will not perform to the what? To the
expected levels.
Okay. So they need to get that guidance, the certificate of competence. On top of their qualifications, the employers should demand that certificate
because
of competence.
It gives a direction.
From the Directorate of Industrial Training.
Okay, Directorate of Industrial Training. What kind of plans do you have? This is 2019 almost coming to the end. What should we expect?
Our plan is to ensure that the industry are well guided by the qualified personnel, but also our goal is to assess and certify everybody as long as you have skills, whether you have gone to school or you have not gone to school.
Through what arrangements are you doing all that?
We conduct monthly assessment. Also, there are centers which are not yet accredited with DIT. We just encourage them, please, you come and register with DIT.
Those are institutions?
Institutions, and even companies.
Okay.
We register companies as assessment centers, the ones I have told you. So they should also come, and then they register with us, we assess the workers. We are even in herbal industry. Those in herbal industry, because it is also an industry. Between tourism industry, we are there. So all those industries, please come, let your human resource be assessed and certified, because human resource makes a competitive tool once they have the skills for the organization.
Thank you so much, Mr. Byakatonda.
You're welcome.
Yep. That brings us to the end of our discussion. Probably if you have a message to the young people watching you in as far as employment is concerned, what is that special observation you have that you would leave for the young person watching TV?
For the young people, they should embrace skills training. Is very critical.
Okay.
But after being trained with skills, please be satisfied and be entrepreneurial and have good ethics. There in Uganda, you will be successful.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
To you watching UBC TV, I cannot add anything on what he has said. It was just very clear to you. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomo. I wish you the best of the afternoon. That brings us to the end of our lunchtime news. Enjoy our next program. Bye-bye.
Three. What's up with number 3? It's 3 at Airtel and not 4 anymore. It's 3 shillings per second across all networks in Uganda.
Make calls from Airtel to all networks at 3 shillings per second. Get to talk to anyone on any network anytime at 3 shillings per second. Tuanzi Soze!
Airtel, the smartphone network. Airtel is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
Ladies, gentlemen, and well-wishers, Obukama Watoro is organizing a fundraising dinner on Sunday 1st September 2019 at the Kampala Serena Hotel starting at 5 p.m. The dinner will focus on fundraising for the Save River Mpanga as well as construction and development of the Toro Digital Museum project in Fort Portal. Purchase your tickets for only 250,000 Uganda shillings or simply reserve a table for as low as 3 million Uganda shillings. The dinner will be graced by His Majesty the King of Toro. Your attendance, donations, and support will be highly appreciated. For more
The new S5 rounds out Audi's A5 series. It features the same elegant contours as the coupe it's based on. Lightweight materials save a good 40 kilograms over the A4 convertible, while stabilizing sheet steel makes for a nicely stiff body structure. Car tester Klaus Nietzwitz notes the excellent contact with the road and the new dynamic steering system, which lets the driver virtually feel the road surface through the steering wheel. He also likes the S5's